Hey everybody, it's Suzanne. I want to talk with you about the power of rest as it relates to your goals. So let me just tell you, from my own right now personal experience, here a long-standing vision of mine was to be able to craft and to build this kind of digital community and experience. And what I find is it's growing slowly and steadily, but slower than I imagined. So let's say I wake up on any given morning or I'm going to bed and I kind of have like a little bit of a clutter about, oh gosh, well, what about this? And what about that? And, one of the things that I can do is return to my vision that the Lightyear hub over time builds to thousands and thousands of people, and it has a life that guides me as to know what to do to lay the path out for the generations that come. Now, if I didn't have my vision to rest in, you could see how I would have a lot of anxiety. There's a number of different techniques that I use. One of them is, as I said, is to recall my vision. Another one is to use a statement from Florence Scovel Shinn that says, I place this situation in the hands of infinite love and wisdom. There's also another part where she says, I take my mental hands off of it. One of the things you want to get good at in your practice of personal legacy is knowing when you're overthinking. It's about the most unrestful thing, as far as I can tell. Like each of you probably knows what your face looks like and what your voice sounds like when you're, overthinking, or maybe you get really quiet and internal. People might look at you and think you're resting, and God knows that you're not, right? So real rest is partnering with that best part of you, or, with the divine, with whatever you consider to be sourceful, your vision, those protective forces that we create and teach and talk about. Another thing that I do, should I tell this story? A long time ago when Brett and I were creating 2Jet, and that was a business that was ultimately unsuccessful. He would wake me up, right? I would fall asleep before him because I'm kind of a sleeper. And he would wake me up to tell me all the things he was concerned about. And then he would fall asleep and then I couldn't sleep because it would be like all this, like, oh my God, in a way, what I had to do was stop him and tell him, look, what you're doing is a relief or a release for you, but how it feels to me is actually like a dump of your anxiety and your fears. And I don't have a way to process them. So in our marriage through the years, we've learned how to talk that way, which is another way to rest. Because now he knows, like, look, you guys, any of you that are working on relationships or you want to be sharing your experience of Lightyear with loved ones, you need to be the demonstration and teach them things like that. So I didn't ever yell at Brett and go, yeah, you're a bad person. You can't do that. It was more to discern and to recognize what was happening and how it was interrupting my ability to be productive and restful and peaceful, let him know the impact in a loving way, and then he was able to make the correction. So anyway, just to track on all of this, because I'm kind of going wild, undomesticated consciousness on you, but that's also part of rest, is just being able to say what you're seeing in the moment, to share it, and know that your vision and your goals are working on your behalf all the time through the power of the spoken word, through the power of the written word, both electronically and handwritten, through the power of supplication, your movement, your dance, and through the power of meditation, your ability, take two, your ability to silently rest and be with them. So that's what I have to say right now about the power of rest and goals. And I do hope that at least 5 of you watch this. 5 of you need it. Take care. Bye.